Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at Kapital, Spark of Revolution, and I know there's probably a few different ways of saying that, so I'm probably expecting to hear that I'm saying it wrong. But this game is a roguelike city game, and at the end of today's episode I will be giving some thoughts on it. We're playing on hard mode. We are going through the campaign just to kind of see what it's about. I have turned off all of the dialect as I think it's a lot of fluff. Let's get going, and it wants us to eliminate some ruins in order to get started. The ruins are different, so this one right here gives wheat and a question mark. These ones give coins and wood, and we'll go ahead and start with the coins and wood because it wants us to repair the palace, and the palace takes wood and coin. So I'm just going to go ahead and queue up 3 of the ruins that are near our roads and give us a little bit of room to build buildings as soon as those are removed. Now it only removes one at a time, and so with that we can go ahead and repair our main building here, and with it we got a task complete. It gave us 4,000. It gave us some wheat, some food, some ale, and some wood. Now the nice thing about wheat is it's the basic building block of both food and our alcohol. Wood is the basic building block for all the rest. Let's build a road this way, and we'll stop just shy of this ridge here, and we'll get a road going this way, and we'll connect it to that. And then I'm thinking we get a road kind of tempt this way towards our train track, just as a reminder of where I want to build in the future. It looks like it won't connect probably until we remove that, but I don't want to remove that until we've done a little bit of work in here with some houses and other things. So let's get started with a peg house. We'll go right here with the peg house, and then on this side over here I think that we get the house for our well class, the bistro, and it looks like it's too close to that water, so we can't place it there. Maybe we place it down here and we get a road. I know the road's probably not extremely necessary coming around this way, but I just want it to be there, and we'll get one this way. Now we can get our catering for our upper class. We'll go this way with it. So we're going to go ahead and get those 2 built. It's going to take just a second, and we can enact our first law. Let's go ahead and get taxation. This will get us a little bit of money early game, and we'll get these built, and then we'll get our taxation, our tax department built. Let's build it over, I think I want it right here in the future. That, or we build it up here if we can squeeze it in. I don't want to build it right there because we've got the building there. Maybe we go road on this side over here. And we'll do the same thing as we did with the other. We'll just go roads this way. We'll go roads this way. That way we know where we're going to build in the future. We get our tax office right there. Now we've got somewhere for our people to eat. And from here, I think we need a couple of houses in order for our people to have a place to live that are currently working. So we're going to throw one right there for our workers, and we need some more wood. So let's go ahead and eliminate this structure right here. And it looks like the first of our houses is down, and our tax department is down. So it wants us to build a sawmill, and I'm going to hold out on building a sawmill for just a touch because I want to get some of these people housed. And it looks like we can now get a road coming this way. And now we've got a nice area right here that we can do some building. So let's get a cottage right here, and we're pretty much out of wood. So let's start removing some of the wood piles just to get enough wood to build. Now that the wood piles are removed, we've got enough money for at least another couple of houses, or we could start getting some of the money makers. And we've got our peg house right here. Let's get an ale house right here. This will get entertainment for our lower class. And then let's get our carbonette right here. And this will get entertainment for our upper class. That pretty much takes care of all of our wood. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one right here. And then we should get rid of this one. And that will hopefully give us enough ability to get a few more houses because we have 80 more people to house. And that gets us our ale house, and it gets us our restaurant. So hopefully our food is taken care of. I think houses for our workers should be our first priority. So let's get a house right there. Let's do a house right there. Gives us a little bit of wood and a little bit of money left. Let's go ahead and get one more cottage down here for our upper class. Let's get a road this way. Now it looks like wood is in low shape, gold's in low shape. Let's go ahead and take another pile of wood, and let's go ahead and take another pile of the gold. Keep recycling everything, trying to get everybody into houses. I think we have enough for a few more houses, and it wants us to build a sawmill. Now, the reason it wants us to build a sawmill is flat out and simply, the game doesn't want us to get to a point where we can't recover. And we'll go ahead and throw the sawmill, I think, right on the side of our tax office there. And this will give us the wood that is needed for our basic building. So the taxes gives us our gold. The wood gives us our wood. Now we just got to worry about getting grain in. And grain is done through the train itself. And this will give us the ability to repair that. So if we take a look over here, it looks like it takes 300 wood and 900 money. And wood is not an issue because we have all these piles. So let's go ahead and remove that wood pile. Let's remove this wheat pile. And let's keep opening up this area so we can continue building houses. We just got some more workers and some more nobles in. So we've got a little bit more area to work with. And what do we have? 66 total homeless. And we have the ability for more laws. So we did taxation. From here, it's probably fairly important to get medicine so we can start treating some of our sick people. Because if we take a look here, we have a 3% chance of disease because we have homeless. We just have to counter that. So let's get a couple more houses up here, and then we'll have to throw a road behind it. We'll throw one more there as soon as it decides it wants to build. Maybe we're out of money, or there's something there. Oh, there's something there. There's a wheat deposit there. Let's get that wheat removed. Let's do the roads this way. We'll do a road this way, and we'll do a house this side. Well, it removes the wheat there. Wheat's an okay spot, and it wants us to repair the train. So let's go ahead and queue up repairing the train. It also wants us to build a hospital. Let's look for another wood pile to demo and something that has money. So let's go ahead and take a ruined house. As long as our bread isn't over the cap and as long as our wheat isn't over the cap, we should be good. And the train yard is finished. Let's go ahead and turn this off as long as our grain is good. We're down to 46 homeless. Most of them are noble. Now we need to get some houses for our noble. And what we could do is 2 more right here, and then we're out of money. So we just got to get a little bit more money. Let's go ahead and take another one of these ruined houses for more money. Let's extend out our road this side, and we'll just go up to the wheat, and we'll stop at the wheat until we have the ability to remove it. We've got a bit of wood, and let's not build the next house until we build our food production. So I'd really like to get it over here, but I don't think we can place it there because we have the wheat to get rid of. We have wheat right there. And what we could do is once we remove that pile of wood, we could place it there. We do have some more people to get housed. Let's throw in the 2 houses. That should get rid of a good chunk of our wood. It should allow us to get this pile of wood, and that will let us connect that road up. It says we need a road for that house, but that's okay. We'll get that in a second. Let's get this road connected, and now let's do a road this way, and then we'll connect this road with that road. And what we want now is a food factory just to kind of get us back on track here. Because right now we have a lot of grain and we have no alcohol and no food. And we want to start producing those. So let's get the alcohol factory first. And I know it's probably not the logical thing, but that's going to be our money maker. And it looks like our food is good for at least one more day. Now we do have some depressed people and we have some sick people. So we got to get medical down fairly quick. And for medical, I believe it's going to take 300 wood, which will be easy, and 900 money. And the 900 money will be easy. As soon as the alcohol finishes, let's go ahead and demo this ruined house. It will get us a little bit more in the wood fund and a little bit in the money fund. And then we just need something else that contains wood. So let's get something close to our town here. We'll go with that one right there. There we go. And with that, we can build our hospital. This looks like a pretty good district for our people. Maybe we place the hospital over here. Maybe not. Maybe that would be a bad place for our hospital. Maybe we place the hospital up here on this road past where our hotels and things are. All right, let's throw our hospital kind of by the train tracks here, and we'll get it as close to, and we'll throw it there. It gives us a little bit of room for something over here, and that will take care of some of our ill. we still have, looks like about 2 houses worth of people to house still. And we've got a little bit of wood and a little bit of gold. Let's go ahead and get the next house. We'll go ahead and throw that up here. This should take care of our workers. Now we've just got to start worrying about the aristocrats. We just need a little bit of wood to kind of do that. So we'll get this chunk right here. And it looks like we have an order to sign the Ritual Services Act, which gives us the funeral services in the graveyard. I'm not sure if we have a need for it quite yet. It looks like our hospital did finish, so we'll start seeing people move that way. Let's get a road this way, and then we'll get our food factory over there. It looks like food is good. It looks like alcohol is really the issue. Money's in okay shape, and wood itself, we can probably demo this wood pile right here to get the next thing on the agenda list. What does the ritual services require? So it looks like it's going to need, under medical, the graveyard takes 200 wood plus the money, and the funeral services takes 450 plus 150 the money, and it looks like it costs a total of 20 per grave. I'm going to hold out on that because I don't think we have anybody who's dead yet. So I just want to hold out on that until we're ready for it, and I just want to continue to push people into houses. Just got another run of people, so let's do another house. We'll go ahead with a house right here. We've got the alcohol plant. We've got the wood plant. I think food is next. And I'm thinking we go ahead and place the food plant kind of up this way. Let's go ahead and get rid of this wood and get the food production right there as soon as that wood goes away. So we got to wait for the house, then wait for the wood. And with that, we can build it, but we're waiting on money. Wood is in really good shape. So let's go ahead and pause the sawmill. That should get us a little bit of money and kind of make us through to when the services get started. We do have some hungry people, and in order to take care of that, we have to get more service buildings, and it probably means that we're capping out all of our different buildings. We do have a couple of quests up here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So it says alcohol delivery. I need high quality alcohol. I'll pay. So this person is wanting 200 alcohol, which we have 300, and the reward is some bread. I think we go ahead and accept that, and we go ahead and send it. So we go ahead and switch those. Alcohol plant's producing, so we don't need to worry about that. Now this one, our crowd attacked a street food vendor when somebody thought they saw a rat's tail in the pie. Oh my. The worker, get him boys, open wide, or the vendor. That's no rat's tail. So we can either fire the vendor, we can disperse the crowd, or we can distribute food. Each of these comes a negative thing. So with the distributes food, we lose food, but we gain loyalty with the workers. If we find the vendor, the workers, their loyalty will rise and the burgesses will fall. Or if we disperse the crowd, it will be reverse. I'm thinking the lesser of all the evils here is to distribute food. We'll lose a little bit of food. We'll get a little bit of loyalty. Now I should go over the UI a little bit. So down here on the bottom right, we have our population. If we toggle the switch, we have who is employed versus how many unemployed. And then, so I'll probably have it on employment more than I will have it on the total population. Over here, we have our happiness, and then we have our loyalty. As the loyalty goes up, we get bonuses. And I think somewhere around 50, we start getting some pretty big bonuses that make it pretty worthwhile. Up on our bar up here, we've got our money, grain, food, alcohol, wood, bricks, and steel. Bricks and steel will be available later on. And then we have currently our daytime, our work shift, and then our different play settings. And then we have our different build commands down here, including things like our railroad, allowing us to turn it on and turn it off. Our different resources, which allows us to, at the moment, affect taxes, and currently only one type of tax is given. We also have our healthcare. This tells us how many people are currently patients at our hospital. And then we have our laws, we have roads, and our construction. And that's pretty much the UI. And now we just need to get that food factory, as food will start going down and wheat will probably start going down soon. Let's go ahead and eliminate a wheat. Let's eliminate this wheat right here. Let's get no more wheat. I think they're in good shape. Let's go ahead and take no wood. I think that's in good shape. Taking a look at our homeless. We still have some homeless, and I think that we need to get a couple more houses in order to counter that. Now, one house is right here. We just need to get a road there, but this house will take care of 10 of the 16. And then once I get rid of this, it will take care of the rest. I guess we could get rid of the grain. There we go. And then we can build our road, and then that should be connected, and we should no longer have homeless, at least I'm thinking. Now we just have to worry about starving people. And for starving people, we just need more catering. So if we take a look, it looks like it's the noble and the burgesses that are starving. So we just need to get more bistros. So let's go ahead and throw another bistro right here. That will take care of some of that. And it does look like their entertainment is also running into issues with long wait times. So we're probably going to need to do something with that and look at the amount of money that it brings in versus what it spends. So that's going to be a good form of income if we continue to push them. So let's go ahead and start a second row of our entertainment district here. Now, with the start of today, we should get the wood in order to build the food factory. Food's still okay, grain's still in really good shape, and wood is just a little bit low. I guess what we could do is go ahead and demolish one more ruin. It will give us some wood that we need. And then with that, we will take a look at our food factory. So I believe that's the last of the major productions we need. So we'll get that going. Our wood's pretty much demolished at the moment. Oh, I did pause the wood factory. Let's go ahead and get that back up and going. And now it wants us, in the name of science, sign the Education Act. So let's go ahead and get that. Now we need to get our funeral and our academy built. Now, the good news is we still have some homeless people, but it's getting close. We have some starving people, but hopefully that will get taken care of today. And look at this. We have big, long queues for the bistro still. And I think it's only the bistros that's having problems, although the peg house itself does have a queue as well. So let's get another peg house down. It seems like the peg house goes through customers quicker, and we'll go ahead and squeeze that there. We'll do kind of an entertainment district over here. Let's get a road this way. That way we can build another one. It looks like the owl house doesn't quite go through as much, and it looks like we finally spent all of our grain. Now we can reactivate the train. I think we've got some more grain around the map, and I do want to take some of those out just to make the area a little bit easier to build. So we'll just go ahead and queue up anything that's near our build sources. And with that, look at that. The alcohol is pretty well full, and the food is now getting full, and we're full on grain again. So now it wants us to get our education. The academy takes 300 wood. So the question now is, do we have something that gives wood? And we'll go ahead and nab both of these. It should give us the wood, and then we'll get the academy and we'll get some education up and going. Now I'm thinking probably right here for the academy, if it's big enough, and it does look like this area is going to be big enough. Let's go ahead and plop it right up against that road. Now, taking a look down here, it looks like we don't have any queues, so this is good. And we still have a few homeless, so we do need to get that taken care of. We'll go with our residents first, and we'll go ahead and place another house like right there. And then that should take care of the majority. And then it looks like we still have some sad and depressed people, and we've unlocked the research. Now, the first thing that we need to do is either get the small warehouse or under infrastructure, get the pharmacy. Now, the nice thing about the pharmacy is it will sell medicine for money. We don't have anything to sell there. It won't do any good. Now, the small warehouse will increase our ability to have provisions or the ability to have materials. So provisions are the wheat, bread, and beer, where the stockpile is wood, bricks, and steel. So it's one or the other, and it looks like it's going to take 150 wood, which is fairly easy. We could probably get rid of something like, say, this ruined house, continue our progression towards clearing everything out. I do want to turn off the train until our grain is down a little bit, because I want to clear out some more of the grain around the map just to kind of keep things under control. It looks like our food production and our alcohol are in good shape. And right now we're staying ahead of people people starving, and we just got to get our homeless situation under control. Let's bring our road this way so we can look at building another cottage. Until the morning, this will get everybody housed, and then tomorrow we're going to have to worry about housing some more people. We do need some more wood. I made the mistake of spending the wood that I meant to go on science, so we'll go ahead and take that little bit of wood down there. And as soon as that builds and destroys, we'll go ahead and start our research. So let's go ahead and get the small warehouse, get it going. And I don't think we have anybody dead yet, which is good. This is a real good, promising start to the game. I think this is a good spot to go ahead and call this episode. So normally what I would do is I would end the episodes, tell you guys I'd see you in the next episode. Today, I want to go over some things. As this is an early access game, it's officially in 1.0, which means they've said it's a gold game. I want to cover some thoughts and opinions of the game. It's under 1 gigabyte in size, which means it's extremely easy to get it downloaded. It's extremely lightweight. There is some quirks to the game that I am not actually sure of. Things like I don't know how to rotate the screen, and I'm not seeing a function to, which means the screen doesn't rotate, which means that things like placing houses in tight positions may be a challenge. From there, because I record, I play in windowed mode. And if we take a look at the settings, you can see that there is not an option for any type of windowed mode. And this is something that would affect more than just me as a content creator, where I like to see my recording studio because I've got one monitor. This would affect anybody who likes to, say, for like you, watching YouTube in the background and wants to easily go back and forth between what you're doing and watching a video. So this is a pretty big thing that is pretty important. On top of that, the music is extremely loud. This is as low as I've got it in order to have it at a bearable level. Not sure if I'll include the music in the video or not. I'll have to actually take a look at the recording. So that's kind of my heavy critiques. My first thoughts of the graphics is feels very much like a Facebook or a mobile game, but the in-depth of the law and the research on top of the things like the starvation and the sickness very much gives me an impression of Frostpunk and the roguelike features of those games. So my overall thoughts and impressions of the game are very, very mixed. I do plan on continuing on the series, seeing how this progresses, seeing how you guys like it as a series, and then we might take a look at the sandbox mode and take a look at playing on extreme difficulty, all things depending. With that, I'd like to thank you guys for joining, and we will see you in the next episode.